welcome back to the F126 MyTeam Hero mode. We are here at the actual midway point of the season this time. I said it wrong in the last episode, but we are at Spa, one of my favorite circuits in the world, and it's looking like a tricky race, to be honest, due to the battery. It's going to take a lot of thinking, a lot of good battery management to do well in this race, and honestly, I'm still kind of figuring it out. I'm getting better. I think I'm pretty decent on the battery, but I'm still not exactly where I want to be. You see there, we actually started talks with Valtteri Bottas. I was saying in the past few episodes how I would love to have Bottas at my team because he's a decent driver and he's got quite a lot of experience. So we started talks with him. We are still talking with Liam Lawson. And I'm still, of course, considering which one of our drivers to keep. That decision is going to come at the end of this season. And it's going to be based on a lot of factors. We actually have a new sponsor as well in Neon. We are just putting them on the car right now. The car is still looking more and more proper as the season progresses. It actually fits really well there on the rear wing end plates. So yeah, Dacia making a name for themselves now in Formula 1. We are P7 in the constructors, which is quite decent for a team in their first season, and especially one with not a big budget. We didn't start with a big budget. It's looking healthy right now, but it wasn't always like this. And this weekend we are going to drive as Jack Crawford. He's currently the driver with more points in the team. He had I think one better result than Roman, so he's having a pretty good season, and hopefully he can continue that here in Spa, and maybe we can get some more points for the team. This is practice, and this is like the main straight with Rouge and Radion and all of that. Just I'm here to show you what battery looks like. I'm not deploying in the first part of the straight, only deploying here, and it's actually not too bad. We have still plenty of battery, I think around 20% as we come to the lock on chicane. However, on this back straight here with Blanchimont, it's looking very different. I feel like it deploys faster, like it runs out of energy faster, even though I have about the same percentage at the start of the straight. As you can see, we're already at 10% at Blanchimont, so I think it deploys faster, it runs out of energy faster there. I don't know why, maybe it's something to do with battery physics, I don't know, but it's going to be tricky. I think I have figured out my lift and coast zones, but it's going to be tricky. But here's our Dacia going through Rouge and Radion. It's looking really pretty, to be honest, and I'm definitely not biased because it's a Dacia. But these are the practice results. We are in first. It started raining midway through the session, which kind of explains why we are at the top and nobody really improved. But pace is looking decent, and I'm hoping I can follow through in qualifying. Where is Roman? Oh, he's second to last.
High-speed straights, heady elevation changes and dramatic corners. What is there not to love about today? It's qualifying day here at Spa-Francorchamps.
So, qualifying then. You see it's looking a bit overcast. Maybe in Q2 or Q3 we're going to get some rain. But first on the list is trying to get out of Q1. We didn't manage to do it last time out in Silverstone. Just that was pretty much on me, I think. Not really having the pace, but our first lap pretty much just a banker. We managed to gain a second through the middle sector. I used a bit more energy before and after P1, and you'll see we actually lost 5/10 due to that here because we didn't have as much on the back straight. So I think not deploying the middle sector is the strategy, just to have that bit of oomph at the end of the lap. But it's going to be a 4/10 improvement, puts us up into P22, which is not good. It's not Q3. So this is our final lap, and we are 4/10 down, half a second down now. P23, it's not looking decent, I'm going to tell you, and we also run out of battery right at the start of the straight. I'm telling you, it deploys faster here for some reason. So we are actually going to keep losing time all the way to the final chicane. So unfortunately, we are not going to improve, as we are 2 tenths down now fully. We are not going to improve on our best lap, and it's going to be a back row start for us in the Belgian Grand Prix, which is really unfortunate, as I was really looking forward to this weekend. This sucks. Lewis Hamilton tops Q1 then, ahead of George Russell. The Brits are having a really good season. Would you guess what country the team that's making the game is from? Could it be the UK? I don't know. But yeah, it's a disappointing session for us in P23. It's not where we want to be. I'm curious as to where Roman was, but I figure he wasn't much more in front. Oh no, he was in P21. So yeah, it's a tough weekend so far for us here at Dacia. And due to us being pretty much last, I mean it's only Nico behind us, I am going to switch onto a fresh engine and start from the back, but try to gain as many positions as I can during the race, because it's all I can do from this far back.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Russell, Antonelli, Lando Norris, and Piastri, Sainz, Verstappen, Albon, and Isaac Hadjar, Gasly, Lindblad, Ollie Behrman, and Ocon, Perez, Colapinto, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Fernando Alonso, Lawson, Bottas, Stanek, Stroll, Hulkenberg, and Jack Crawford rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
And now it's time to take a look at our strategy. It's going to be a one-stop. I'm going to try the one-stop. It's a bit risky, I think. Tire wear has been pretty bad this season, but I have to do everything I can to try and gain positions.
The formation lap gets underway, and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure that their car is ready for the battle once the lights go out. As the cars make their way back to the starting grid to form up and get ready for lights out, let's hope the race ahead today is a thrilling one that will go down as a memorable Grand Prix in the history books.
From the back of the grid then, for this Belgian Grand Prix, luckily it's a track where you can overtake. It's going to be insane, but you can overtake. As the 5 red lights are coming on, let's hope we get a good getaway and a good start. It's lights out and away we go. And it's not a good start. Okay, still going backwards, and the race has started. But let's see, down the inside of Nico. Looks like it's a pretty big traffic jam here, but we do manage to get back into P23 in amazing progress here. I'm not going to deploy much once again, just deploying enough to stay close to these guys to overtake them on the camel straight. So let's see, onto the power once again. Battery boost mode activated, past Nico, and it's 3 wide in front with Stanek, Alonso and Bottas, and now Stroll is going to keep it 3 wide. Wow, wow. Impressive from the AI there. We are still fighting for P23. We finally get it. We run into the back of Alonso, nowhere to go really. Everyone is so bunched up here. I get once again blocked by Alonso. Down the inside, I think it's 3 wide with the 2 Aston Martin drivers. For P21, I think I'm going to make it 6 side by side with Alonso now. Still side by side, he's got the inside there. I'm going to squeeze him, and he's going to squeeze me out almost onto the gravel. As we approach P1, I'm going to fake a move down to the inside. It does not scare the veteran there. Alonso showing his experience by not getting debated by me into P1, but still P22, still making moves, still going up, even though it's hard to go down from P24 on the grid. But it's looking decent so far. I think the fresh engine is helping us. I have a lot of battery saved up now for the back straight. I don't remember if this has a name, but we are just going to refer to it as back straight. Alonso looking to overtake Roman in front. I'm still on the boost mode, still getting close here. Stanek side by side with Bottas down the inside of everyone. I'm going to go 3 wide into the bus stop chicane. It's going to turn around the outside for me, around the outside of Bottas. It's a good overtake, it's a good move, good traction. pits. I'm looking now at Colapinto and Bortoleto in front, P19. As we end lap 1, down the inside of Colapinto, I'm going to go through Colapinto. Nice ghost there, Codemasters. Why is ghosting enabled in career mode? Colapinto is going to fly by, that does not bother me. Roman is also having a look, and Alonso is going to squeeze to the inside. It's 3 wide through our Rouge. How did we survive that? I think there was some damage for one of the cars behind, but I don't know how we got through there. Honestly, that was so tight. And whoa, okay, I think Alonso got damage from that, but how? How did we survive 3 wide through our Rouge Radion? Lap 2 now. Approaching Blanchimont, I'm going to go around the outside of Colapinto. He forces me off track, the closing speed was too big there, but I'm still side by side with him. Bortoleto and Perez fighting in front. Down the inside of Colapinto, I'm going to go. It's going to turn once again to the outside as I'm going to try to get good traction here, and I do. That's P6, I don't know, P18 for us. Bortoleto and Perez still fighting in front. Colapinto goes back by, down the inside. Oh, contact with Perez there. Luckily no damage. Can I get a good run on the exit? A bit of boost enabled just to stay close enough to Perez, not to different from Colapinto. Bottas is also going to fly by just before Rouge, but now onto the Camel Straight. A lot of batteries saved up. Bottas is going to fall behind me. Colapinto is next into the slipstream. He's going to try to go to the inside. That doesn't matter me. I'm going to stay there. Switch to the outside now. Perez trying to move on board, doesn't work. I'm on the outside of Colapinto into the chicane, and I make it work. I'm in P18 again. Looking at Perez, I'm running out of words. I'm running out of breath as I go around the outside of Bortoleto. Perez is next. I'm into the slipstream. I have to lift, and still some more boost there into the chicane, onto the brakes. It's going to be an outside to inside switch here. A bit of contact. I'm really running out of air here, but we are going to be side by side once again, not deploying much. Perez is going to be in front. This is a replay of what happened on the back straight there, almost 3 wide for a moment with Bortoleto and Perez. But onto the brakes, we also got Lawson and I think Lindblad in front, but my plan here is to just use enough battery to get past Perez. We are going to be close enough. It's not a big gap, it's like 3 or 4 tenths as we start the straight part of the straight. Yeah, that's good, but we are going to fly past Perez. That's a lot of overspeed, and he's going to try to come back, but it's not close enough for him, so we stay in P16. Lap 5 now, close to the back of Lawson, onto the boost mode, into the slipstream, looking for a way around as we approach Blanchimont. I'm going to be just about side by side enough for him to leave me space. So far we're in P15 under the brakes. And looking at Berman in front, side by side with Lawson. There's someone into the pits. I'm going to squeeze Lawson to the outside, sorry. And that's me into P15, 14. Lap 6 now, fighting with Lawson. I don't have a lot of battery left, so he's going to fly by, but we are both getting closer to the houses in front. So around the outside, let's see side by side through the Lecombe chicane. Seems like I have just about the right downforce to keep P14 there, really close to Ocon and Berman here. So I'm going to fly around the outside of Ocon, or am I going to fly? I don't think this is called flying, but we are going to be side by side, a bit of wheel banging there. So let's see, into the chicane. Can I get him on the brakes? I will not even try. I'm just preferring to save my energy. And at the end of the lap here, you see 64%. We are going to activate the boost, and this is not even a fight. The speed advantage is ginormous as we fly past Ocon for P11. Berman is next, his teammate, for the points pretty much. I don't know if this is actual points because some people have pitted, and I don't know how many people are on a 2-stop or on a different strategy, as Ocon tried to go around the outside of us. Some people into the pits, I can see Albon there, so you're going to gain some positions. Fighting Berman now for P9. Plenty of boost. We are going to do the same as we did on his teammate just a bit of time ago. Wow, I have not stopped talking at all. I just have no time to rest here in this Belgian Grand Prix. This is exciting. If this is anything to go by, then this weekend's race, because as I'm recording, the real Belgian Grand Prix is this weekend. It's going to be a spectacle, and I believe I can get to watch it. Anyways, back to our race, lap 10, still fighting with Berman. He went down inside with a pretty decent dive bomb. So let's see, I'm curious, am I going to be close enough after Radion to use the boost to make a move? I don't think I am, because the gap is 1 second and I'm not in overtake mode, so the battery doesn't deploy as much energy and it doesn't look like I'm catching up to him enough. However, it's a big gap to Leclerc behind, and oh look, that's not good. If you were paying attention, you've seen that my rear wing is stuck open.
If you continue to cut corners, the stewards are going to give you a penalty. Be careful.
And into here it's especially hard, especially bad. We are stuck in the open position, which is not good. You can see here on the replay I have pretty much no grip as I approach the corner. Luckily I managed to save it with a big slide, but this is not good. However, I think there's a glitch or a bug in the game, because when I took the replay to get those exterior angles, it just fixed itself. You see here we get to P1 with no issues. P1 without the rear wing is not good, and yeah, there's confirmation, it's all fine now. Lap 10, some more people into the pits. Norris, Gasly, I see.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Yeah, okay, Mark, let me talk for a bit. We are approaching the pit window, as he said. Lap 13, I was kind of thinking about extending the hard stint and putting softs on at the end, but the hards were pretty worn out at this point, so I didn't want to risk pushing them and maybe getting a puncture or being too slow just before the softs. So I'm going to stick with the hard to medium strategy. Leclerc goes by, but that's okay, he's in a Ferrari. And now behind me are the two McLarens, the championship leader and Piastri. That's really mean. We are going to go 3 wide into the first corner. I don't know why I'm going 3 wide with the championship leaders, because I'm in the Dacia. I have no chance to properly fight with them, but they are going to be there. Can I use boost to overtake them? That's what I'm curious about. It looks possible. There's Norris, and we go past Norris. There's Piastri. Can I get Piastri? I'm going to go to the outside. I love going to the outside for the Lecum chicane. And oh my god, side by side with Oscar Piastri in the McLaren. We are still in the Dacia, if you think we are not. But I am going to just about stay ahead of Piastri. He tries having a look down the inside, still side by side here as we approach No Name, which I think has been given a name, but I don't know it, so it's still No Name. And we are going to stay ahead of Piastri just before P1. How did we hold off 2 McLarens there for almost 2 entire sectors? How? I mean, Dacia power, obviously. Lap 15, still under attack from the McLarens, but we are not going to fight them anymore, because we are going to pull into the pits this lap for our one and only stop, hopefully, and go on to the mediums. Let's hope for a good stop, boys. No mistakes here. This is crucial for our race, because it's looking pretty good so far. I think we are on track to score some points at this pace. It's been really great with the overtakes and how I've managed my racecraft. So into the pits, come on boys. And okay, it's a good stop, 2.5. Let's go. We are going to rejoin in P20.
Now we want to finish the race on this compound.
Yep, there's Bottas just in front. It's a bit of a gap, but we are on fresh mediums, fresher mediums than he is anyway. And there he is, lap 14 now, right onto the back of Bottas. He's looking really slow, so I'm going to force a gap into No Name, push him to the outside. This is a really aggressive move, but I didn't want to keep losing time to Bottas. So through P1, I'm going to finish off the move, and I'm now looking at Colapinto in front. Bottas tries to have another look, but he's just not got enough speed from that Ferrari engine. Let's see, can I catch up to Colapinto? Definitely looks possible. End of lap 14 now. He's got past Perez. Stanek is into the pits. Around the outside of Bottas, of Perez, sorry.
Roman's coming in for his stop now. That's Roman in the pits.
Okay, Mark. I was going to overtake Perez, but he just used a bit of battery there to stay in front. Doesn't bother me. I'm going to be close enough to Perez as another kind rejoins in front of him. I think it's Leclerc or one of the Audis. Bottas is going to fly around the outside into our Rouge. but it's not gonna last long
No
for him.
tyre concerns at the
There he
moment,
is,
just
back into
focus on the
P16.
driving.
But I think that's going to be just enough from Valtteri to keep Perez in front of us, and it was, at least up until here. Into the slipstream, it is Leclerc in front. He's looking really slow. Colapinto's passed him, Perez is looking to overtake him. I'm looking to overtake Perez, had to leave there once again. So let's see, into the brakes, into the bus stop. Leclerc and Colapinto are going to go side by side. I'm going to stay behind because it's just the more careful way to do it. It's going to be a nice overtake around the outside on Perez, but he's once again going to use some boost and go past me. It's why I'm not bothered too much, because look at all the battery I've saved up just for this first sector alone. Using just a bit of boost to stay close to Colapinto, not to defend from Perez. Perez is going to go by into our Rouge. There she goes. And onto the boost button now. Let's see. 8th gear, Strela mode open. To the outside of Perez, he's going to leave me the space. Colapinto in front. This is deja vu here. He's going to defend the inside. I'm going to choose the outside. I love choosing the outside here. Squeeze into the inside, and that's P10 for us, and we are into the points. Let's go. From P24 on the grid. It's been a really good drive so far. Lap 17, I have caught up to Behrman, and Sainz has overtaken Perez behind. It's 2.3 seconds so far. I'm looking at Behrman. Behrman is looking at the pits. He's going to pull into the pits, so that's going to be P9 for us, another free position. But now, can we keep the gap to Sainz safe? It's 7th ends now on lap 18. He's looking really quick, really quick. Look at him. To the outside he goes, and I don't think I have enough to defend from him. I think he's on fresher hards. So we are going to be side by side, and he's going to be using just a little bit of boost. But look at the speed he's got from the Mercedes engine. We should get a better engine. I don't think the Audi engine is good enough at this point in the career mode. Sainz is going to fly away here. You'll see not enough energy, battery power in the world could help me get close to him. As you'll see here, I am deploying and I am in the slipstream, but it's just not going to be enough. As we approach Lake Home, to the inside, yeah, no chance to overtake the Williams there. So we are going to have to try now and defend P10, because Albon and Gasly could catch us by the end of the race. You'll see Sainz actually put 6 seconds on us in just a couple of laps. We are now under attack from Gasly. This is the final lap of the Grand Prix. I've saved a lot of battery through the middle sector, just using no deployment to have all the energy possible for this final straight. Lando Norris wins the race. Gasly is looking at our ass, with Albon not far behind him. I stopped deploying here, trying to save just a bit of battery for the final run after Blanchimont, just the final boost of power. Gasly is really close, he's looking for every way around me, but he's not going to be able to do it. Into the chicane, onto the brakes. Gasly tries to have a look out to the outside. I run deep, force him to the outside, and it's going to be just enough to keep me in front. I run out of fuel, surprisingly, but luckily it's not a long run to the line, and it's going to be P10 for us in the Belgian Grand Prix.
And that's the
What
end of the
a
race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
I still cannot believe we got points from that. And driver of the day, yeah, I think they deserved it. So in 14 positions. Whew.
And here he comes. It's all go, go, go for Lando Norris as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
Well, it's been a long wait for many of our drivers, but the wait is always worth it. Bring them out to the awaiting crowd. It's time for our podium celebrations. He raises the trophy over his head. Lando Norris, head and shoulders above the rest today.
Right, I'll tell you what, I'm properly exhausted after that race, even though I just commentated over it. But 14 positions gained, P10, more points. Lando Norris wins the race. That's going to be a huge help to him in the Drivers' Championship, which he's already dominating. Roman fell down to P22. Really, really not good. But Aston Martin having an absolute disaster class there. So let's take a look at the standings now. How big is the gap? 87 points from Lando to George. It's going to take a miracle for George to turn this around in the second part of the season. We are still in P12 and P14, 6-point gap between Jack and Roman, but it's looking pretty decent for a first season. So let's see in the constructors, how is it looking? Okay, we are pretty safe I think in P7, unless VCarb have a big development spree or Alpine do not. But yeah, this has been the Belgian Grand Prix. I think my favorite race of the season so far, because it's been so great racing and just thinking of the racecraft, strategizing how to use the battery and where to make the overtakes. It's been so great. It's been such an exciting weekend. So if you like this race as much as I did, then give this video a like. And of course, if you'd like to see more from this, because this is pretty much how it's always going to be in the little Dacia, then subscribe to my channel. I'm going to leave you with the highlights now, but my name has been Don Lucio, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.